You are vegan, you are plant-based. You have a diet that is high in carbohydrates and it's low in fat. And you mostly eat whole foods. But you are still overweight. What's your problem? Why is that? I have the solution. Because I found it out on my body. I was you see? I was in the same position. I was in your shoes. Not anymore, I lost weight, but I will have to present myself first. I am Janina Vlad, I'm the founder of leanOnCarbs.com. I've lost a lot of weight, almost 50 pounds, in 2019-2020, around 9 months, the majority of my weight. And for the past 3 years, I managed to keep it off and the trend is going down. I am now at below the threshold of 21, a BMI of 21. And I found out what was wrong in my diet. And I'm here now to share what I found out, to share my expertise, to share the knowledge I gathered, to share my story, and to help you succeed in this lifestyle, to stay on the lifestyle and to reap the benefits, because it's a fact that vegans have the lowest BMI. And not only that, but whole food plant-based vegans have an even lowest BMI. And to reap the benefits, you need to know this. What was my problem? And what is your problem? Yes, these foods. I created a video about the foods that kept me stuck in that level of being overweight while being whole food, high carb, plant-based vegan. And when I eliminated them in 2019, I started losing weight. So see that video. And this video will be shorter. In that video, I not ramble, but I speak more in detail about the foods, those foods. This will be a little bit more straightforward. So check that video if you need more details. So your biggest problem is flour, sugar, oil, salt, avocados, nuts and seeds, and alcohol. Alcohol wasn't in my video because I was never a drinker, so to me it wasn't a problem at all. But it might be for you, because I know a lot of people enjoy drinking from time to time a glass of wine or a beer. So this is one of the problems. Starting with flour, let's touch a bit about flour. Flour, while being a high carb, and that was, I was fooled into believing that it's nice to have floury things because they are high carb. It's nice to have bread because it doesn't have oil, doesn't have fats. It's a high carb food, that's why I will indulge in bread. But bread, because it's processed, is digested differently, and because it's baked, and it's baked a lot, it's drier, so doesn't have the water, doesn't have the fiber of the grain, or the fiber if that bread is whole bread. The fiber was melted in million pieces, so doesn't promote satiety. To promote satiety with that bread that is more dense calories per pound, you need to eat a lot of calories. So like, maybe you didn't know, but a pound of bread, it's around 1500 calories. 1500 calories is a lot, it's a lot. I can eat at a dinner less than 1000 calories and I'm full. But with bread, I can eat that pound of bread of 1500 calories and I'm not full. Because our stomach, on average, a human adult stomach has a capacity of around 2 pounds per meal. So if you put bread and you want to stop eating, you don't feel that you're full, so you keep craving at that bread. So you are unhappy. And maybe you add something on the bread, you never eat the bread alone. So you put spreads, and those spreads have oil and tahini. Let's say it's hummus. Or you put avocados, and I have this problem, oh my god, bread and avocado. And that is why you are not losing weight. Bread. And other floury things like cookies from time to time, like pasta. Pasta, having the water in because it's soaked in water, has a lower calorie density than bread. And of course, sometimes pasta, you will eat it with vegetables, with tomato sauce. But if you are eating your pasta with something that is fatty, with something that has oil in, of course you increase the overall calorie of the meal. So that's why you are not losing weight. The second one was sugar. Maybe you have it a little bit on this, a little bit on that, in that birthday party cake, in that coffee, I don't know, in that soda. You have sugar. If you eat processed food, sugar is put in everything. So you will have it. That's why it's good to stick with the whole foods that you can recognize. You can watch a banana and you see what's in the banana. You know the ingredients of the banana. It's banana. You watch sweet potatoes, you see the ingredient in the potato. You watch the whole grain, you see it's only the grain, it's only rice. You watch the lentils, yes, you can read it, it's lentils. But when you see something with a different than a nature form, something man-made, you have to read the labels. However, they cannot and they won't do a cookie that doesn't have sugar because they won't sell it. Nobody will enjoy that food without sugar. And of course that comes with our third enemy, which is oil. Or oil was the second one. It doesn't matter. Oil actually had to be the first one. To me, it wasn't the first one because I was already on a low oil path. Starting in 2014, when I started my journey with high carb, low fat. If you want to hear that story, when I started eating like this, let me know in the comments. I will create that video if you are interested in seeing it. So oil wasn't my biggest issue. My biggest issue was flour. Sugar wasn't my biggest issue either because I wasn't having coffee or drinks or every week cake. I was having sugar from time to time, but flour was my biggest. To you, maybe oil is your biggest enemy. Maybe that's why you're still overweight on this vegan, plant-based, whole food, high carb, low fat diet. You maybe have a higher fat intake than you might believe. And in this position, please put your food in chronometer.com and see how much fat you have. As a rule of thumb, go below 10% from your daily calories coming from fat. They found out that people that are not losing weight have higher than 20. And of course, the majority of people have higher than 30. And some people, the obese people, that is in Western society, one in three individuals is obese. They have over 50% of their daily calories coming from fat. So you will see. But you don't have to go there to find out that you have oil. You know what you eat. So get rid of the oils because like sugar, oil is in almost every processed food out there. So if you stay away from the processed foods, no wonder you will get rid of the oil. But you know, don't buy a bottle of oil to have it in your kitchen. Man, you will still use it to cook, to add flavor, to add a dressing for your salad. So stop buying oil in the form of that bottle full of one molecule of fat and stop eating the processed foods. And that was oil. Oil is very dense in calories. It's empty calories. People believe that olive oil is a superfood. It's a junk food. Come on. That is not even food. It's a man creation that doesn't exist in nature. It's an isolated molecule. And they fear sugar. Of course, they are on the same table of isolated molecules because sugar is the molecule of glucose and this is actually sucrose. And this is the molecule of fat. They are on the same table of isolated elements from plants. But the difference is that one has around 350 grams per 100 calories per 100 gram, and oil has 870 calories, almost 900 of calories per 100 gram. So, can you guess who's more damaging to your waistline? Can you guess who's more obesogenic? This one is very, very dense in calorie. That means you can add a little bit of oil and you will have 200 calories plus without giving you more satiety. No, because fat doesn't promote satiety. Satiety, so that feeling of feeling full is not promoted by fats nor proteins. It's promoted by carbs, fiber and water. Fiber and water. Carbs, fiber and water promote satiety. So by having more oil, you won't feel full earlier to stop eating earlier. No. You will just have an excess of calories, and this excess of calories is keeping you overweight. And now you know it. From tomorrow you can start losing weight. Get rid of all this, and come on, you can reap the benefits, and you'll be like me, lean and skin and healthy. And healthy, most importantly healthy. I have my blood test results, and I will share those with you in future videos. I have so much videos already recorded and ready to be edited, and so much more ideas for filming, and I'm filming every day. Okay, so subscribe because I'm giving you gold content that will give you transformational, will help you change your life for better. So we had flour, sugar and oil. And other problem that you might have is with avocados and nuts and seeds and olives. These, although they are plants and they are whole, they have a high content of fat. And like I said, we have to be around 10 and less than 10% of our daily calories coming from fat. Fat we need, and we have fat. In this 10%, it's enough fat. It's over 20 grams of fat. So we need plenty of essential fatty acids. You will have in these foods, you will have more than over 2 grams of omega-3. So no worry, we will have a few grams of saturated fat. If you worry, you will have your omega-9, your omega-6. So please, come on. You are right now, reaping the benefits of a high-fat diet, and you are worrying that you will be deficient in fats. It's ironic. So please fear no more. Get rid of avocados, olives. It's easy to don't eat them at all. Of course, keep some flax seeds. Keep some flax seeds, or hemp seeds or chia seeds. They have a better ratio of omega-3, omega-6. It's around 10 grams of this per day, and no more. And the rest of your fatty acids will come from all these foods, because fats are present in every plant, in any plant, and in all the parts of the plant, starting from the root to the leaves, the seeds, the fruits. So fear no more. Okay, now we are coming to, so I have flour and sugar and oil, avocado, nuts and seeds and olives. And what else? The fifth one. What was the fifth one? Oh my god, this is my 5th video filming this day, so I cannot focus. I had to notice the 5th one. What was the 5th one? Sodium. Yes, sodium. What's the problem with sodium? Because sodium, as we all know, doesn't have calories. So what's the problem with it? The problem is that increase the taste, folks. It makes food so fucking delicious. And what's the problem? We all want to enjoy good foods, Janina. What's the problem with having delicious food? That is more and richer in taste than it should be for your good. Because you cannot stop people, and I am saying this with this face because I lived this life. I was guilty of having sodium and sometimes a lot of sodium on my cooked foods. You cannot stop eating that delicious food, even though you reached satiety, even though you filled up the stomach with all those fibery, high carb, low fat plant foods. So you have 2 pounds of food in your stomach, but you keep on putting, and you get to be stuffed. You will have problem digesting these foods. You will feel uncomfortable, maybe even pain and cramps. But most importantly, for weight loss, you will have an excess of calories, because satiety is our best friend. So follow satiety and stop when you're full, because that is a signal you have enough calories. People ask, how do I know how to eat enough calories for my body functions, for my body energetical needs? Follow satiety. Hunger, follow hunger and satiety. And by eating these foods that are very low in fat and high in fiber and water, that are low in calorie density, when you reach satiety, you won't have an extra calories. And when you eat, when you're hungry, okay, you honor your hunger. That means you won't crave because you skipped meals. Honor your hunger and reach until satiety, and you will eat enough. But when you add sodium, you won't stop when you feel satiety. You will keep on eating. You will say, this mashed potatoes is so heavenly good. It's just a handful. I must finish it. It's not a problem. And do this today and tomorrow, and you end up in a few months, of course, gaining fat, gaining weight. And you wanted to lose weight. So, at the beginning, seems so damn hard to eat without sodium because our taste buds are right now overwhelmed with these intense flavors of that mashed potatoes and all those veggies with soy sauce. But if you stick enough with the diet in low in sodium, you can add a little bit, sprinkle a little bit. At the beginning, you just lower the use of sodium, so lower the dose, your daily dose of sodium. And if you eat fruits for breakfast, fruits and oatmeal for lunch, until now you don't have sodium, because no need to add sodium on your oatmeal, no need to add sodium on your bananas, correct? Okay, so you have just the dinner when you have the cooked starches and vegetables, and you can add a bit of salt. But there are foods like sweet potatoes, they don't need sodium. So at the beginning you just lower, and you will be a day for you, and you will say, I don't need it. Actually, I don't need it. I can eat this food without adding salt. Of course, there are foods, there are meals, there are recipes that are of any good, like regarding taste, without salt. So don't cook those meals. If you stay with these simple foods, if you stay with simple cooked potatoes with the veggies aside, you don't need to go with sodium. Of course, if you go for a very fancy and complex, complicated dish that asks for sodium in order for you to feel the taste, I don't know what to tell you. Do you want to lose weight or not? So it's like that. You can take this decision now. From tomorrow, I won't add sodium anymore. Or you can go slow, like I said. You experiment and you will see how it goes for you. And lastly, alcohol was the sixth problem, a sixth main factor that maybe for you is the first one if you drink more than on average, an average person. So alcohol. This is, yes, high carb. People say, yeah, but it's high carb and low fat and mostly vegan, because sometimes in the process of making those wines, they use animal products. So some alcohol beverages are not even vegan. But they say it's high carb. Yeah, it is high carb, but it's highly processed and is nutrition, zero nutrition. So they say red wine has antioxidants. Those antioxidants, you can have those antioxidants from different sources that doesn't come with alcohol, that will destroy your liver, will kill neurons, will destroy cells in your body, that promotes disease. So take the antioxidants from fruits that are red and have that kind of antioxidants that is in red wine. Eat the red grapes, eat the blueberry, and eat the red cabbage that have these potent antioxidants. And eat the colorful, the rainbow of the fruits and the vegetables that are whole, and they are coming with more nutrition, not only with that antioxidant. And these have calories. That's the problem for weight loss. The main issue is they have calories, and you drink your calories. These calories not having any fiber, you will say, but they have water. It's water. It's liquid. Yeah, this water without fiber will enter direct into your bloodstream with all those sugars, and this will create problems. And this won't create satiety, won't stay in your stomach to fill the stomach and you put after that some food and now you're full and stop eating. No, it's not that. They will digest fastly, will leave the stomach very fast. And not only that, these calories are going fast away and doesn't add up to satiety, but also they increase your appetite for food. Alcohol increases appetite exactly like sodium, and it's a different mechanism, but makes you eat more, And people say, yeah, but I drink only one glass of wine, and frankly, Janina, I don't see the point of living without having my wine. And if that's you, listen carefully. What I'm about to say right now to you is important. It's crucial. The only reason you defend this habit of yours of having your glass of wine is because you are, my friend, undercarb. Your diet is deficient. Because when we crave a cookie or a glass of wine, it doesn't matter. When you crave, especially when you crave carbs, and this is a carb beverage, when you crave carbs, means your body didn't get from your previous meals enough glucose. And that's it. And when you find out this, you understand that when you start eating more fruits, more glucose, when you carb up your body, you won't crave anymore the wine. So you will see your life without this glass of wine. You will see it clearly. But right now, because you are deficient, maybe even in calories, I don't know. But most importantly, you are deficient in these simple sugars, natural simple sugars. I'm not talking about isolated sugar that in form of table sugar and fructose syrup and corn syrup. I'm talking about the sugar, simple sugar that is coming from whole natural foods. When you lack this simple sugar in your cells, your brain put you on a search of more sugar. Says, we don't have simple sugar. Bring some simple sugar. You're deficient. That's the problem. As this problem has such a simple solution in less than 1 week, in a few days. You won't crave that wine anymore. If that's your biggest problem, the wine, it's solved. It's solved. If you ask me, it's solved. Just start eating these plants. Of course, make the transition slowly, and I refer to that video I made to help you make the transition slowly. But fruits like papaya and bananas are very great in the transition period because they don't pose big problems on your digestion. They don't create problems like apples or other fruits that will give you bloating and cramps. Like watermelon. To me, watermelon was a big problem. So sometimes mangoes. So bananas are easy, are nice. Play with that. Now you know it. Now you know how to lose weight. Now you know why you didn't lose weight until now on this high-carb, plant-based vegan diet. And I will make a video when I was in your shoes. Oh my God. And I was searching online why can't I lose weight on this lifestyle, and because I was watching Freely, the banana girl, and I was asking her and sending emails to her why I'm not reaping the benefits you have. I'm on this lifestyle for 6 years, 6 years now, or actually almost 6 years, because I started in 2014 and that was 2019, so 6 years and a half. And I was asking her desperately, what am I doing wrong? But if you want to know what she replied, you have to subscribe and to touch the notification bell to make sure you know when I post, when I upload this video. Come on, man. And until then, check out my channel. I have more content already created, so don't wait for me to create the new, new content. I will create it anyway, but don't lose time. Inspire, take notes from my old videos. I have a lot of value for you. That value that is already there will help you to start already your journey to finally lose weight. Am I talking too much? See you.